Hi, you guys. Leanne Holitza here at the Healing Studio. Good to see you this Sunday. Let's see. First, if this is your first time hanging out with me, you're in order to get a card, you're gonna want to type "me please" in the comment section. Lost my light already. That's like a thing. I tested it out and everything. I just guess it's just part of the show now. Um, uh, Let me just tell you some things about what's going on at the Healing Studio before we get started. We got our sound bath regulars, we got our group healing regular stuff. We've got we have a sample day coming up, which we only have a couple of our healers here participating, but if you want a sample, work of them, that would be something to check out on the 20 or the 31st. Sorry. I'm participating in something called Learn It Live Soulful Summit for 2023. I'm going to be teaching a little bit about keeping calm when you're an empath. So you can check that out. That's happening on the 24th of this month. Yeah. So there's new moon. We got, all the normal stuff that's going on around here. So, all right, let's get started. We're going to do, I'm using Joy Juice today from Lotus Way. I'm using the spray, which you just use as on yourself, which I'll do for you guys. And then this month's stone is purpurite. It's really, you can't do it justice without the light. But it's a kind of softer stone, and it is good for changing limiting beliefs, collaboration, change, just in general, things that might be keeping you away from changing if you need to make a change. So that's what we're using today. All right, so let's get started. We're going to do our regular yantra deck, and we'll do the starting of the week, and that'll be for all of us. And then I'll do, I'm going to use the secret language of color cards today. This is a deck that you can literally visualize the color around you all week as like a practice of starting off your day. And we'll do a 1, 2, 3, so people who are watching later can get on and see it. And then also then we'll go into one card for everybody on there. And I see you guys, and I will get, my order is going to be a little different than your order. So I'm wondering, all right, well, let's go ahead and get going here. So let's see what the week brings us. All right, so the first card is going to be intention upside down. Okay, so this is basically saying that we're starting off the week not very clear about what we're getting into and what we're doing, which, can often be how the week goes, right? So this is just kind of being understanding we're not being clear with the universe, and when we're not clear with the universe, we get unclear answers. Helper card is communication upside down. This is basically saying just step back from communicating right now. Like, stop talking to anybody. Just don't worry about, you're not in charge of necessarily getting the word out. It's okay. Just let it be what it is. I definitely need that message right now. Okay. So let yourself do that. And then by the end of the week, there's some peace coming, and you can be surrendered to the fact that there is balance between the dark and the light. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with our colors. So this first set here, you're going to just feel into what feels right for you. Okay. So feel into the numbers. 1, 2, 3. And I also want to kind of just remind you guys, if you're watching, if anybody comes on the comments and says, "Oh, direct message me, I'll give you a reading," that's not me. And I will try to catch them as fast as I can, but sometimes I don't catch them before they've tagged some of you guys. So just ignore those messages, please. All right, here we go. If you picked 1, your color is plum, overcoming your challenges this week. Okay. So using the plum energy, you basically just kind of in your mind's eye, just give yourself plum all around you, arm's length in all directions, and it will help you, support you to kind of overcome things. If you kind of combine that with your reading about the week, being setting your intentions clear and not communicating, you don't have to tell people what you're going through. You can just go through it. Okay. If you picked 2, you got ruby, which is rejuvenating your body. And, so that can really be about, doing some things that give you extra oomph, give you extra chi, give you extra time to take care of your physical form. Okay. If you picked 3, you got turquoise, which is awaken your empathy, which is going to be awaken. But if you combine it with the message of communication, you don't necessarily have to communicate that empathy. You can just turn it up. Okay. Now, if we see a card 3 times, it's typically a card for all of us. But if you hear a message from from somebody else's guides that resonates with you, it probably is also for you. The guides tend to come up as a group and share their messages, which is why guides group is always so much fun. All right. CC, you made it to the top of the list. Your card for the week is gray. Learn to scan your body. So you can use gray to kind of, in your mind's eye, scan your physical form. And wherever the gray won't go is oftentimes a spot that maybe needs a little extra attention. And then you can just ask your body, what do you need, body? So use some gray, focus on your body, learn to really listen to your body this week, okay? Rob, your focus this week is boundaries, brown. Okay. So again, think about that communication card too. You don't necessarily have to justify your need for boundaries. You don't have to explain why you have boundaries. This week, you can just put those boundaries up and just say they're up, and just with yourself. You don't even have to go around announcing it. Just put them up. All right. Tanya, for you this week, you're focusing on blue, activating your healing power, which, we all have. We are always in our organic systems. We are always healing, which is really cool. I mean, if you think about it, our physical bodies are always repairing itself. So, just kind of being more aware of that and maybe offering that out as you feel appropriate. Sam, you got red, which is free yourself from pain. And this could be all levels of pain, emotional pain, physical pain. The red, again, you can direct the red energy where you want to get yourself in a space where you're letting the red kind of dissolve wherever you're having pain, okay? So this week, focusing on getting out of that alignment. Kelly, you are overcoming your challenges this week with plum. If you picked this the first time, if you picked one the first time, they're doubling down. If you didn't pick one, they're adding to the mix here. Overcoming your challenges. If we get cards 3 times, I'll read the little prayer from them. But basically, you're going to use plum to help you move through some things this week, okay? Which also means you're overcoming it. You're coming through it. You're on the other side of it. So that's good. Robin, you got attract a relationship. Okay. Now, if you've already got something going on, that's going to be enhancing it. But if you don't, you might be opening up a little bit to it. I know that sometimes we kind of decide we're going to close the door forever because it's not worth it. But then something can happen. So just let the rose energy kind of get you feeling into that relationship desire. Tiff, you've got sapphire, which is regenerate your body. So that's different than rejuvenate, but not totally. So the focus is on the physical. And I'm even getting maybe some extra strength building for you this week. Some focus on strength and physical form. Okay. Jordan, your guides want you to focus on Pearl, which is strengthen your connection with the divine. I'm hearing that it would be beneficial for you to actually have a daily practice. It would enhance your ability to manifest. So if you don't already, add to the day just a 2-minute thing. And if you do already, maybe just enhance it a little bit. Add something extra. Barbara, you've got strength in your faith. So this week, your guides are asking you to trust them. Sorry, I got to put you up on the screen there. So just strengthen your connection with trusting your own intuition and that you are supported by the universe and the higher truth. Diane, your focus this week is also rose, attracting relationships. So focusing on opening yourself up to what that even means and what you really want. You might even write some things down. Sometimes the universe likes us to do that. So good week to focus on that. Courtney, Your guides want you to focus on amber, awaken your creativity, do some second chakra stuff. Let yourself get kind of exploratory about what creativity even means to you, because sometimes we have a narrow definition of creativity and we can expand it. All right, Janice, your guides are asking you to focus on brilliance and discover your brilliance. So this card is very much asking you to be kind of almost in awe of yourself and the things that you create when you put your mind to it. Okay. All right. Here we go. Kalina, you've got lavender, body, mind, soul connection. So good week for you to spend some time just being in the calm, acknowledging your mind, acknowledging how your mind works with your heart, and acknowledging how your heart works with your body. Okay. Just take some time to actually focus on that. And again, I'm encouraging guys to use the color as a visualization for the week. Okay. All right. I got you, Janice. So, but you got Donnie and Janelle going on. So Donnie, yours is Auburn. Ground yourself. That could just be focusing on just your connection to the earth. It could also be going outside barefoot. Just getting yourself a little more connected to the planet. Janelle, you're going to be asked to focus on violet, create a balanced life. Okay, so try, if there's anything out of balance, if you remember, by the end of this week, we're actually coming into more balance. So it's maybe you're over communicating or something about something that would be good for you to kind of step back from. Okay. Christy, your card is Ruby, which is rejuvenate your body. If you picked 2 at the beginning, it's doubling down. Otherwise, that's the first time you've seen it. You just being asked to really focus on your physical body this week. Rest, chi building stuff. Even getting a little, maybe YouTube some qigong or something. Kira, you got ground yourself. Okay, so second time we've seen ground yourself. Again, going outside barefoot, maybe a little bit, and get connected to the trees. Get yourself connected to the earth. Calm things a little. Finn, yours is peach. Inhale a breath of life. So that could be about learning to breathe in a little bit more of a calming, slow way. Okay. So maybe focusing on some breath work this week for you. Kimberly, burgundy for you, awaken your passion. So find out where your passion is and give yourself a chance to just kind of pay attention to it, follow it, flow with it. Jamie, yours is coral. Allow flow and synchronicity into your life. Be spontaneous this week. Go with the flow. If you get invited to do stuff, do it. If you get an opportunity to go a different direction or come out of your comfort zone, this would be the week to do that for you. All right. Eat 100 foods, Karen. We got orange for you. Nurture yourself. Okay. So this is time to take care of yourself. Give yourself a little downtime, a little self-care. I'm going to the spa this week. Michelle, you've also got coral. Allow flow and synchronicity into your life. Go a different way. Go a different way home. Go a different way to the places you normally go. Give yourself a little bit of newness so your brain can kind of wake up and see some new ideas. Okay. Heidi, you've got peach. Inhale a breath of life. So a little breath work for you. A little bit of focusing on even a daily practice of just, maybe box breathing, which is just, same number in, hold, same number out, same number, hold, same number. So you're like in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4 kind of thing. Try to think maybe of something along those lines. Heather, your focus for the week is black. Find richness from the dark night. Okay. So give yourself a chance to just notice, sometimes things feel a little bit rough, but sometimes that also gets you some perspective. Okay. So thinking about not communicating too, like maybe just spending some time in silence and spend some time, contemplating with just yourself. Natalie, you've got orange, nurture yourself. So good time for you to take some self-care time, maybe get a little bit of some downtime just by yourself if you can. I know you have littles. Sometimes that's hard, but a little time to yourself would probably be good this week. It gives you fresh perspective. Everybody will be better for it. Cynthia, you're being asked to focus on regenerating your body. Sapphire, second time we've seen that one. So a little focus on I'm getting strength training, which is what the other person got, too, like a little bit of physical strength and work. Deanna, you're doing some green. So this is about revitalizing your nervous system. So this is a good time to kind of step back and give yourself a stronger sense of that you're maybe a little bit wound up. So yes. All right. We got our lovely troll. There we go. There's always someone. Okay. A lot of times they're not even real people. They're just bots, which is kind of crazy. But all right, Lisa, you're next. Lisa, you got chocolate. Nourish your body and soul. A lot of body messages this week, huh? So just giving yourself a lot of focus on food and the reason why you're eating that food this week. Okay. So that's what I'm getting, is that you would be benefiting a lot from putting yourself in alignment with, kind of good, nourishing food and paying attention to that and doing mindful eating this week. Okay. Althea, you are focused on gold. Attract abundance. Okay, so abundance doesn't necessarily mean money. It can be everything in your life in balance that makes you feel like you have an abundant life. So this week, maybe even focus on defining what that would even mean. Okay. Kimberly, your cards have been very encouraging lately, haven't they? All right. You got Azure, which is protect yourself. All right. So this is just saying, don't forget your 5 tools of protection and giving yourself a sense that your physical field and your psychic fields all need you to have some protection. And if you think about that communication space, this week you're being asked not to communicate. Maybe that's a protective thing too. Okay. All right, Andrea. Oh, you got 2 colors. Wonder. Oh, you got time to lighten up and you got attract abundance. Okay, so similar to what we just heard for Althea, lighten up about your abundance. It'll come the way it needs to come. And if you stress about it, it blocks it. But when you let it go with the flow, it works better. All right, Nicole, you got find richness from the dark night. So really just trying not to perceive anything as wrong. Just know that there's day and there's night and there's nothing wrong with either one of those, and just kind of let the cycles come through. Okay. Seth, you have mauve. Enjoy clear hearing. So this is about really listening to your higher self, but also listening to the people around you. So remember the communication card upside down. There might be some need to listen more closely, maybe listen a little bit more even actively, like, repeat something. I hear you saying this. Is that what you mean? That kind of thing. Just kind of working on that communication space this week. Sonia, you got discover your brilliance. So just what it says is just kind of coming back into being in alignment with yourself and let yourself be happy about that. All right. And Amanda, I'm at the bottom of the list already, you guys. We're only 19 minutes in. That's crazy. I guess it's kind of a nice day out, maybe at least in Colorado. All right. Amanda, yours is Ruby. 3rd time we've seen this, you guys. So rejuvenate your body is going to be the theme for us this week. So I'm going to pull up the book really quick. This is Ina Siegel's book. This is her deck. Let me read it for you. Ruby red is a color of dynamism, rejuvenation, and strength. It can increase your stamina and fill you up with energy and enthusiasm for life. It is a color for prosperity, courage, achievement, and motivation. Ruby encourages shy people to come out of their shell and build confidence. Use ruby red light to feel truly alive and dynamic. And then it says, shake your right hand for 30 seconds and then let it rest. And then shake your left hand for 30 seconds and let it rest for 15 seconds. Then shake your whole body for 30 seconds and rest for 15 seconds. Repeat 3 times. Now rub the palms of your hands together. This exercise helps warm, awaken, and rejuvenate your body. Visualize ruby red lights moving through your body, cleansing your blood and stimulating your energy. Become aware that is what it's like to truly feel alive. You might even decide to wear a ruby pendant or hold a ruby crystal to strengthen your body and motivate you for success. Here it is. Ready? Say, divine healing intelligence, please assist me in releasing all pain, stress, and tiredness. Please infuse my body with healing, rejuvenating, revitalizing energy. So that's Ruby. And that's what we all could do. So, okay, if you guys are hanging out there and you haven't me pleased me yet, I would dig a me please. I'll switch it over to the banner here. Maybe we should do our 30-second, our little shake while we wait for people to come. Let's see. Oh, I've done, okay, there we go. It's nice in Oregon too, as Althea says. Well, good. I think that, I can feel that March has got a very big, strong change for us coming. And that's actually really, I keep saying that there's change coming, and it feels like a broken record sometimes. But the truth is that we are always changing. Like, that's inevitable. We can't help it. But there are some changes that are more beneficial than others, right? And so I kind of feel like the March month has a beneficial month. There is some messages about breaking up the illusion and breaking up your relationship with the black and white thinking and that kind of stuff. So kind of think about that too. All right. I've got bracelets on that are making making this noise while we do this, but giving yourself just a little more chi, a little more activation. And if you guys haven't checked out my 5 tools of protections, it's a good way to kind of just get yourself settled in the sense that you have control over how big your energy field is and what you let into your energy field. It's if you go to my website, you can check out. I did there's a recorded class of the 5 tools of protection. It's just basic, or you can check out EA at some point. We just started energy awareness again, so we're just beginning the journey. Okay, well, since I'm not getting any more mean pleases, let's play a different game. And if you're still out there and you want to me please me, feel free. But I'm gonna throw some cards about what I'm talking about regarding change, and I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use the Starseed Oracle deck. Okay. So let's just do a little group reading on this March month and just March changes and things. Okay. So first card that's coming in is Star Bathing, Light Body, Crystal Grid, Transmission, and Activation. See, this is what I was feeling. Like there's something coming in, some sort of initiation. It's kind of wiping people out and kind of disrupting people's sleep, but it still can be a really nice opportunity to kind of lift your frequency up, and your frequency being the rate at which you vibrate. So the way you think, the way you feel, all of that's impacted by your frequency. Okay, so for the month of March, the helper card. Okay, we got Earth pulsing. So we did get a lot of messages about the body. So this is Pulse of the Mother, slow down time in nature. So you can see that this is a very beautiful natural scene. And as the weather gets better, and actually the mountains kind of look nice here in Colorado today to go to, getting yourself into a space where you can get out into enjoying nature. And we're going to be coming up on spring here this month too. So at least in the hemisphere I'm in, and that'll be cool too. All right. End of the month, going to be working on karmic relationships, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So that just is kind of saying, like, we have a lot of contrast that happens through the eyes of each other, right? I can either see what I like in you, or I can walk away and say, I don't like what I see in you. There's really not another one, if that makes sense. So just kind of give yourself an opportunity to not be in conflict about that, but just to be in information about it, especially towards the end of the month. All right. I see you, Blossoming Lotus. Jumped in now I'll get you a card. We were using the secret language of color cards, so that's where I'm going to go back to that. All right, here we go. Anybody else out there with me, please let me know. All right, here we go. Bronze. Strengthen your body. Okay, a lot of the messages are coming this week about strengthening your body. I am hearing specifically for a lot of us that we would benefit from actually doing some strength training this week, whatever that looks like. And spending a little bit more time focusing on specific areas that have maybe felt weak that we would like to give more strength to. The guides are also saying for all of us, not just Blossoming Lotus, but for all of us that are where we are feeling not as strong is truly an information about our energy fields as well. So give yourself a chance to recognize that when you strengthen a spot, you're strengthening the energy that it has available to you as well. So in particular, if you're feeling, like your knees are bothering you, knees oftentimes have to do with old family stuff and being able to take the direction that you need to take versus the direction everybody else wants you to do, if that makes sense. So anyway, all right. Well, I guess we're going to call it early since you guys are quiet out there today. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. I will see you and month, since we're at the kind of the beginning here. See you around for our events that we have, and next week on same time, same place. Bye.